Hey everybody, it's me again. I haven't forgot about Ogre Battle, so let's get right back into it. Okay, so after the end of the last scenario, we got 3 different options about which ways to go. We can sort of shortcut things by going this way. We're basically just heading off into a wild region in the mountains. Obviously, whichever way you choose changes the story, and it looks like Vert Plateau is going to be the best one. If nothing else, we get to recruit a special character here. So we're going to go that way. Suspicion. Man, there's been a lot of suspicion so far. I don't think this is the first scenario with suspicion. Okay, it's been weeks, so I hope all of my voices are going to be correct this time. This is the current situation. Keep that in mind. Now that you've kept this is the situation in mind, let's get started. Hey, Ice. Saugus in the southeast will be our headquarters for this operation. Our objective is Merrileif Castle, a day and a half to the north. We need to take Merrileif Castle. There are plenty of rumors circulating about the Berthan Sentinels, but nothing's confirmed. They may give us some clues, at least. Our scouts have reported seeing a dragon in the area. We aren't sure if it's wild or if it's been trained. You know that dragons are much more powerful than humans, right? Be on guard. I believe that dragon refers to a dragon in a quest line, the Dragoon quest line. So after this scenario, I may do a video just on chasing down all the Dragoon stuff. We've got, don't think I can even call it straightforward. There's one really clear path to go through, and that's to go to this, from our headquarters to this closest city, and then go north, and then go east, and then hit the headquarters. And the other way, like, obviously I'm going to go that way because I want to get the reputation from taking those cities. But there's otherwise, tactically, not a really strong reason to take those cities. The first city, thankfully, is on our side of the river, so it'll be a really nice defensive front. I think what I'll actually do is attack that close city on my side of the river, and then attack north across the river, and that'll put me in a very central location. And that'll let me exert a lot more control over all the other cities in the area. And then from there, I'll be able to attack to the west, kind of sweep through and take the last 2 cities at the same time. And it's going to depend on if we find cockatrices or whatever garbage out there that we have to treat totally differently. The outcast Berthan Sentinel is now being pursued by the Central Division. The pursuer and the pursued, one of them must be aware of the situation. You keep referring to the situation. Are you talking about us being here? Us entering this area? So we've got Katreda out. She's really underleveled now, so I'm not sure how she's going to perform. Okay, we said we're taking this city first. You can see the little roads there. Those will dramatically increase my ability to move through the area. That's a very middling morale city. And then this one is a very low morale city. So this is probably something for Linus to take. Whereas Vincent V, I think, is still pretty close to the middle. Yeah, he should be able to take that city fine. So we'll have him go. Let's send somebody that can assault. So Linus, she needs to go anyway. And she got a class upgrade. I don't know if I covered that last time. And Dio has a cleric, so he's good for assault. Linus has the ability to soak insane amounts of damage. And then for a positively aligned character, we'll just go ahead and send Leia up. That's 4 units. We'll see how things go. You can see from the terrain here, this is kind of a suspicious location. There's a good chance it has a treasure. We'll see that later. All right, Rita. Okay, so Linus can't fight that. The two dragons in the back will be doing holy attacks. The Bahamut will do a holy attack all, twice, and it's strong. And it's especially strong against her undead. So we'll, you know, let's go ahead and send somebody else in as a kind of a pinch hitter. Do we have a different negative alignment group? Not really. Asnabel, I was going to hold him back, but we'll go ahead and send him. Asnabel has become very strong. Very, very strong. Okay, incoming Black Knight. They've got a Black Dragon and a Tiamat in the back. I think Tiamat does sleep. And a Black Knight in the front can do a good bit of damage, depending on their level and their equipment. We'll just have to see how that goes. Okay, so the Dragon Tamer or Master is coming out. We're going to have Linus stay right here, because she's not going to fight that. This may turn out to be relatively easily captured. That'd be nice. Probably should have thrown in an extra unit or two just, you know, for follow-up punches, but I think it's fine. And we'll go ahead and target Lear. It'd be really good to skull this right away. That should be able to skull it. The Sword Masters are the only ones that can hit her, but they have 4 more strikes. And that last one off of the middle guy did 40 something, so should be good. Yeah, we're doing okay here. Whoever follows up to kill these dragons off should be someone that wants an alignment down. So maybe Asnabel. Although Asnabel's classes are maxed, he can do whatever at this point. Pretty good. 21 experience for the fight. That's pretty good. It's not super high, but it's really good. That means we should be under their level. So we were going to have Vincent V take the city. We'll have him pause just for a second so that he's in shape to stay here and finish the fight. And we already know the Black Knight's going to go down easily. So we'll just pin Dio and Leia to him. And then we let Vincent V continue on his way. Dio, another fight. So with this Black Knight being in the center, he's going to take all of my strikes. It's not really good for him. My archer's actually quite weak. I should have paid better attention to that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I get the heal off, so I don't have to worry about that archer getting double dragon breathed to death. We'll pause here just to make sure. Yeah, to make sure she doesn't get double tapped right away. And now we run. Because she'll die from Evil Dead this time. 21 experience. That's fine. Dio, put him on the city. He'll go ahead and heal while moving forward. So Vincent V, who I was trying to shield from this, ends up in the fight anyway. Alright. I think he'll do pretty well. I don't have the equipment to class Vincent V up, which is a shame. No sleeps. That's good. It's a shame. It means he's probably going to miss out on some stat points, because if he could class up, he would get better stat points per level. But I don't want to stop using him. It's a good squad. I got an alignment down there. That was a good thing. I'm not sure why. I guess it was averaging. I should probably be done with the whole concern about liberated. Good. Concern about alignment, considering that, as I stated before, I used a dupe bug to create a alignment down item so that I could class up some of my guys. I've done everything that I reasonably think I can do to change their alignment, and it's not changing. So, tell you what, I really want these battles to be shorter. I really do, because I have to edit these videos afterwards. So I'm going to go ahead and play a lot more aggressively. We'll get Rebecca up front. I don't think Isom actually needs any levels. I don't think he needs any more. So we're just going to leave him at headquarters for now. He's very strong. He can probably take out anything that comes along. And he's leveled. So there's no need to worry about either having him defend the capital. He can do that fine. Or him missing out on experience or anything. Hey, there's nothing to miss out on. Okay, that's a really weak group that's coming in. Very weak. Give me a second. I'm going to see which of these guys... No, we won't do that. We'll see. We'll probably feed it to Katrata. Katrata can take out that dragon group. So this is actually a pretty good matchup for Leia. Although that dragon breath was a... Man, that was a blast. If I can get the Valkyrie to level up here, I may send them back to headquarters to see if they will class up. It'd be great if they would. Oh, hey. Very nice. So what do I get? 74. 74 is a lot. So we'll go ahead and check here for treasure and then send her back to the stronghold. Hopefully she can class up. That'd be great. Rita is not quite ready to fatigue out yet. Is her name Biff? Biff? That's not a lady's name. Oh, interesting. Okay, because I've got units marching down at me from the north, I'm going to send... Rebecca's in good shape. I think she's fine for levels. I'm going to send her this way to watch for anybody trying to cross over on that side. Is that Dragon Master? That's weird pathing right there. That's very weird pathing. So I've already said I don't really think much of that group. We'll send Vincent V in. He's got a special name. He got named after a viewer, so yeah. I'm going to make sure Vincent V stays in the mix. It really goes without saying we're targeting the leader here. So can I do 158? That's 62. Yeah, we should be, as long as we don't miss, we should be able to finish her. That Dragon Breath did really well. It did about a third of Vincent's health. Yeah, there we go. The dragons only get one attack each, though. So, there was no question how that was going to turn out. 35 experience for that Dragon Master kill. That's a lot. That is a great deal. I'm going to let him pursue. No, because we've got that Freya coming down. But I'll let him finish those off because I want him to level. It seems like a good matchup. This is a little weird. The Freya are being used for melee, and there's a couple of sorceresses in there. So what I remember about this scenario, there's a special character you can recruit, but she'll jump out on the battlefield and start booking it towards the capital at a certain point. So I want to avoid triggering that if I can. Let's go ahead and send Katrata in here. I want to see how she holds up. Yeah, I want to avoid triggering the special character coming out so that I can do as I please here on the map and then, you know, trigger the special character when I'm ready. So I'm going to lose this for sure. Yeah, oh, without any question. I'm going to lose it. Not doing nearly enough damage. I'm going to start feeding her leftovers just so that she'll be able to get into combat without getting completely dominated. Yeah, just their spell damage is about enough to overwhelm my healing. So, that one's a big time loss. Big time loss. As far as evolving those golems, it's going to be tough to do without coming across some combo magic. So who should fight that? We can send someone to try to kill the leader so she becomes leveling fodder. Let's let Asnabel get in here. I don't think he needs to level, but nobody breaks a unit like Asnabel. Nobody breaks a unit like Asnabel. So the leader's in the center, and that's pretty hard not to abuse. Uh-oh. Yeah, Aznabel's group got their new weapons this fight. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, my witch is now a siren. She should get the best stat growth out of this class. They're doing good damage to me. Okay, 47 with that hammer. That's pretty good. One thing that's both positive and negative about this group is at full health, if I want to, I can do massive damage with Aznabel's group. I move the pumpkins into the back row, and they lose half of their own health based on their attack, but they do tons of damage in return. And combined with annihilation, you can easily wipe out a few units within the first few moves. A few characters within the first few moves. But then there's a lot of self-damage and they have to retreat. And there's also the option of sticking one of the pumpkins in the front row to get a couple of their attacks. I guess Katreda is a little beat up. Yeah, we'll let Katreda try to get in there. Because if she doesn't, like, if she can't fight now, she's not going to be able to fight anything. So we'll let her get on the town and heal a bit. And then see what we can do. Alright, Beastmaster Gerald over here. Defending the western side. Oh, there's a Hydra. And it definitely has a sleep attack. The rest of the people here are not that big of a danger. They have low defense in general. They have pretty good attack. But the Hydra doesn't gain anything from the Beastmaster. Okay, rather than let this opportunity go by, we're going to have Vincent V clean this up. Get them, boys. Actually, those wyverns could be girls. I don't actually know. I don't know that it makes any difference at all, but I think beasts still do have their gender shown. Wow. Nice, Vincent. Solid damage. It's not an attack all, and it's not an area attack, but it's pretty decent single target attack. We'll go ahead and move Vincent to the west also. I'm not going to have him engage right now. I'm going to have him fatigue trick them. Because not using fatigue trick is just dumb. Let's see if we can class her people up at all. Not yet. Not yet. They need a little strength. Or this one needs a little strength. It looks like about one level worth of strength. And this one qualifies. I just don't have the equipment. After this fight, we'll be able to class them up. And then they're going to become very, very powerful. They're going to be triple taking area damage every time. We'll have Aznabel walk into town with his Black Knight armor on, his Darth Vader looking self, and scare everybody into compliance. Laberthan Sentinels who were outcast came here. Do you think they were really consorting with demons? I don't believe it. And so it looks like my shop is my headquarters again. So we'll have Isom see what kind of gear we can get here. Now this is interesting. I can buy a stone sword. It's a terrible piece of equipment. It's awful, but you can buy it there. I think it has a little bit of a magic effect, like maybe a Bane element. And it gives you a stat boost, but like the advanced classes all have better stat boosts off of their base equipment. Main Gotch, I don't remember if that goes with a certain class, but Dragon Masters can use it. So nothing really exciting here. All right, Biff fell asleep. I guess they both fell asleep. So we'll see if Vincent can come in here and sweep. This should be pretty easy. I don't know that I'll be able to finish it this combat. Here to be close. Actually, yeah, probably can. Probably can. Vincent for the finish. So that's 3 kills. How much experience do we get for 3 kills? Nice. Nice. So it's around 20 to 25 for each. That's pretty good. That's about where we want him to be. Ice Blade. Very good. Although it's kind of the least exciting sword that I've got. Glamdring looks cooler. Fire Drake looks cooler. Ice Blade's the strongest. And it's on Isom. So now somebody else is going to get access to a really good sword. Probably Dio. Solid. So, depending on what Vincent does here, we might get a kill. There it is. And then this next fight will finish. 26 for a fight for a kill. That's good. Large-sized creatures seem to give a little bit more experience anyway. So, that may be more like killing one knight. Something like that. That's a kill. So they just had 2 fights in a row where they got around 26 experience. So they are at least halfway to level. Terra Shield. All quiet on the central front. We wanted Linus to take that one. Let's send her through. We haven't had her fight yet. Oh, I remember I made a change to her group. Boy, I kicked out the mage that was here. She used to have a dude in her group with her that she was multi-teching with. I can't upgrade him, but I upgraded her, so I put in Meridia, which is Leia's friend or sister or something. So they're going to be able to combo area spells now behind their undead wall. Now, what is this? Apparently crossing the bridge triggers this legion. That's a legion. That's a full legion. Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to stack. We're going to stack her right here. We're going to check and make sure nobody in that legion has holy attacks or cockatrice or anything cursed like that. Swordmaster with a baby dragon and an Opinicus. Okay. That's a weak group. 5 wizards. Chastity. We'll see about that. This is a somewhat good group. Depending on how the dragon hits, it could actually be a huge pain in the butt. Ooh. Okay, so it's an enchanter, which is good with golems, except he has dragons. And he has an Azidaka, which is, in my opinion, not the best dragon, except in training, where it's unbeatable. If he goes like 2 or 3 turns, oh, he's unbeatable. Okay, do we have Shirley moving? We're going to go ahead and stack our healers here, just because healers do a better job of unexpected stack attack encounters. Like you could have one unit that got weakened suddenly end up taking the next 3 or 4 fights. So we're going to see how ridiculous legions are when they try to cross this river. Everybody just turns and stares at them. Okay, you're in an inverted V formation. Why? And the wings are stuck because they can't do anything. They don't have the ability to move. And they end up getting dragged behind the Centurion. The Centurion came in here with no ability to really fight. And he's trying to face tank this. Thank you for giving me a unit that after you're dead is going to be perfect for Katrina to level off of, I guess. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this group might even be a little under-leveled, but the big positive for it is all of its attacks are magic weapon attacks. So what's going to happen here? What's going to happen in this ridiculous fight? Okay, he was on a bridge, so his retreat didn't go that well. Yeah, case in point, Dio ends up taking the next fight. For whatever reason. Well, there go all of your good attacks. They might get 2 combo attacks from these stupid soldiers. There's 1 combo attack. Pathetic. Pathetic. I kind of hope my Swordmaster doesn't kill off the little soldiers there, because... Oh no, they're definitely dead. I would really like the experience fodder for Katreda. Okay, so this turned out, like their Legion just got way, way stronger. How? All of these units are now free to act independently. It just got way stronger by no longer being a Legion. So, yeah, my lineup is definitely suboptimal. I think we're side attacking this. So we'll be able to get 4 strikes on their leader. They'll be able to get an unknown number of strikes on mine. If they want to, they can get all 5, 6 of their strikes on my leader. Looks like they're trying to. May have to retreat. And then as soon as I say that, it's not necessary. So this guy will be back, or he'll pop a bunch of items and re-engage. But right now, he's weak enough. He ought to retreat and try to heal up. Legions. This is why you never use legions. It was such a barely thought through idea. Yeah, he's trying to power through. He's trying to power through. Luckily, I've got just about my entire army right here. Even if they get some lucky fights with lucky crits that force me back, I'll be able to keep re-engaging. A baby dragon. There's something I haven't seen in a long time. I wonder if they're under-leveled. They're doing pretty decent damage to me. The fact that I'm slaughtering them is really more of a testament to how well developed my guys are. That should be a kill. And that'll be... Oh. No crit. More cleanup for Katreda. That's 2 for her so far. You know what? Katreda. We already know, so go get them. Wow. That probably ought to actually be a side attack. Because of that weird pathing thing that's going on, all these guys are coming across the bridge at a weird angle. And boy, at best, it's a few degrees off of a side engagement. Yeah, they'll get a whole bunch of spells here. Oh, plasma ball. Ow. That was actually quite dangerous. They had a shot of wiping out my priest there. They don't anymore. She'll heal herself. And they have 1 spell left. I've punched through to the leader. I don't think they would even be able to combo next time around. That was actually pretty dangerous, though. Plasma Ball is no joke. Does Plasma Ball... Is that what golems need to evolve? That might have been my chance. Definitely leader. Definitely a chance we're going to have to just run. At least they know what they want. Stacking on poor Troy that way. So here's the big question. Oh. Actually, that's... Okay. I'll get some hits in and then I'll leave. 1, 2, there. Alright, yeah, I gotta leave. Because I'm not gonna get another heal after this. Troy would enter the next fight with 47 hit points. That's a great way to get killed. Now we gotta cross our fingers and beg the Lord that Troy doesn't retreat into the enemy for some reason. Dio's getting more action than I had hoped. He's already pretty well leveled, you know. He didn't need a lot more. But he's just... he's taking all of these straight on. Yeah, this is a side attack. This is a side attack. So he shouldn't be able to clear this without getting multiple crits. Oof. Yeah, especially with that power down. So I might be better off running after I get my heal. I'm not sure if that archer would be able to survive the next earthquake or not. And even if it did, it would enter into the next fight with low hit points. Azidaka, the stat penalty that you get from their earthquake stacks infinitely. In a normal fight, that's fine. It's twice. But in training, it stacks, and it stacks, and it stacks, and it stacks. Time to charge. We're going to follow them across the river. We're going to go ahead and peg these two to those units. Let's see who did not end up neutralized in that fight. Vincent did not. We'll go ahead and send them to the stronghold, even though with my memory, that's actually pretty dangerous. We want to keep people moving. I'm just going to have to be good at this and try not to get killed. All right, Katreda. Can you do it? It's got 183 hit points, which is more than either of my golems have. Oh, good heal, Katreda. Very good. 12 damage. So, thank goodness I can win. Can't kill it this turn. And if it has a healing item, it's going to take a long time. Between fights, this little baby dragon is working the cork off of a healing potion with its mouth. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad. The golems are beefy enough to take a spell. Katreda's spell defense is a little early there, Katreda. It's good enough to take a hit or two. But they are doing serious damage. Yeah, they're doing a lot. Thankfully, that's all of their spells. So she's able to compensate for most of it, even though she had a wasted healing spell. 58 for a kill. Wow. Wow. This is where her ketchup comes into play. So they're running up here. We want Linus to take the stronghold, so we'll go ahead and peg her there. It looks like Shirley will be behind her no matter what. I think I pegged her to a unit, though. Okay, so Katreda should heal herself. That's all of their spells, so she'll have another heal to throw at that golem. Oof, man. She may heal herself again. She kind of ought to. Ooh, close. But they should level off of that. Yep. Because they got 50 plus off of the last one. Got 50 plus off of this one. Whenever you level, whatever excess experience you had just goes away. So their experience is reset to 0. It'd be kind of nice if it spilled over, but it also wouldn't really work with the way experience works in this game. You always level up when you get 100 experience. If you're sitting at 99 experience and then you kill something that gives you 100 experience because you're a crazy low level, you would carry 99 experience over and it would be like 2 level ups instead of 1. So, sort of Fire Drake. Basically useless since I found an Ice Blade, which is way better. when you first see Raid early on in this game, and he's got that cool sword, and you're thinking, man, I want a cool sword like that. That's the sword of Fire Drake. And then you get it, and it's already not the best sword you can use. Blessed Sword in some ways is better, which is base equipment, and you get quite a few of them. And you can just buy them, in fact. There we go. There we go. That's another level. So they've leveled at least twice. And they've wiped out 2 enemy units. Let's have Shirley pegged to whatever that unit is that's trying to run away. As long as it has a leader. If it's just a skull running around, I don't care about it. So I think these soldiers will still give decent experience, even though they don't really have a level. I think it's based on the level of the unit or something like that. I think the strength of soldiers is based on the leader of the unit. So I should still be able to get some decent experience off of wiping this. Even though this unit has no military power whatsoever. Yeah, I have to wonder if part of the reason that they required soldiers for forming a legion was just because they realized, oh, around the mid-game, soldiers have no use whatsoever. There's absolutely no practical use for them. They're trash in combat. And that would be fine for me. It's something you do early in the game in order to get more promoted soldiers. There's no reason for it to have a use at this point in the game. But it seems like they wanted it to be that way. I mean, if anything, it made legions way worse because it guaranteed that one of your deployed units was going to be incapable of anything. Urn of Chaos. There's one I don't have to dupe. Everybody's headed to the stronghold now. This should work out just fine. So, they're going to do a lightning attack in the back with this dragon. The Dragon Masters will get 1 attack each, I think. Oof. Why didn't I combo right there? I switched out one of my characters, and that hurts unit cohesion or morale or whatever. There's a hidden stat, basically, that builds up as characters in a unit work together. And right now it's low for me. That's it. So he ended up doing pretty good damage to me. Linus is just about dead. Killed 2 characters and got 59 experience on the best. So she's actually underleveled too. Getting 30 experience each is a lot. Yay, liberated. So hopefully that doesn't trigger anything coming towards me. Linus, my girl, check this out and tell me what's happening. This is the western border of Capitrium. Latium lays on the other side of the mountains to the west, traversing the Barbicas. That's not how you... That apostrophe is wrong. Traversing the Barbicas is very treacherous with their rough landscape and weather. Avoid that path if at all possible. Nice snowy town, just in time for Christmas. We've got a couple of skulls up here that we can deal with. We've moved a bunch of people up here, but we need to attack west. This town has a pretty high morale. Yep, let's send Dio and Troy over here. We'll send Katreda the second that she gets her fatigue off. We need to be ready for something weird to potentially happen on the west, like units trying to break through. So we don't want to get too far out of position. That being said, we have Isom back here. Okay, it looks like Leia and Linus are the ones over here that need to level. Linus is level 17. Asnabel's level 20. So Linus needs to get in and get some levels. She can become quite useless if she doesn't stay on top of things. Because if her undead aren't able to sufficiently tank stuff, there's no point for them to be there. Their damage is not great. $51 experience. Around 20-25 each. That's pretty good. Yeah, they can continue leveling. Pop? Nothing. I left a skull back here. I left a skull back there. I'm gonna have Isom fence it off and then send one of those people down to kill it off. Meanwhile, on the western front, let's have Rebecca lead off. She should do pretty well. If her dragons can hit first, there's a good chance that she'll neutralize a lot of what the enemy can do, even if their dragon successfully gets an area attack and gets sleep on me. Also, we want her to try to liberate. So to the extent that it matters, in other words, for Rebecca's personal physical attack, we'll target leader. He's got some kind of whip of bones? Is that what that is? Oh, their dragon went first. Got at least one of my attacks. Not bad, not bad. I canceled 3 of theirs. Oh, he canceled 3 of mine. So he comes out ahead in that. He comes out ahead. I did a little more damage, but he neutralized most of my damage. I got 1 area attack and like 2 sword strikes or something. Nothing really impressive. We'll see how things go this time. So their clear disaster... Oof, ow. Their clear disaster should come out first. I'm in the corners, so it does... Oh, crud. Well, that blunts my hole. I can't risk her getting hit by that leader. Especially getting hit and crit by it. So, gotta retreat. Must retreat there. And she's still going to be the one to liberate. So we get her back in there. Don't know how the rest of these will do. Troy has magic weapons. Targeting the leader. Somebody will be able to skull this. He doesn't have a lot of hit points left. I don't know if he has any items or not. Oh, this group is actually very weak to that dragon. Very, very, very weak. Yeah, we may have to run after he attacks. Oof. That was around 170 damage, and he'll do it again. And he put people to sleep. Ow. Very good. Yeah, that is a beast of an attack against this group. That's the thing I've always said about that group. That group is very weak to area of effect. Very, very weak. I'm going to let Katrina pursue, even though I don't expect her to win. And she did gain 2 levels or more. Isom's in position, so I can go ahead and send Leia down to wipe out that Enchanters group with the Earth Dragon and the Azidaka. I can actually come out ahead here. That Dragon's Breath is definitely doing damage, but I'm mitigating it with my heal, and my golems are doing enough damage and preventing enough damage that I should be able to win. No, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. That makes sense, actually. Because even though my cleric was mitigating the damage, it still counts towards their total. Whereas my healing doesn't count as, like, any kind of credit towards me winning the fight. Whether you win the fight always has to do with who did the most damage. And that's it. So we'll let Katrina chase that skull. We'll let Leia chase this skull. Katrina, time to sweep up. So Katrade is gonna have to tank the biggest damage coming out of their side, which is fine. That's fine. This is fine. She's actually healing over that amount a bit, so she's doing okay. She's probably not quite keeping up with the damage their side makes. You know, but I'm eroding their hit points pretty quickly. It's going to turn out pretty well. This is a great fight for her. Yeah, even though she's still a bit underpowered, it's a great fight for her. And, you know, in the end, she may be underleveled. My high level units are level 20. She just gained 2 levels. That's a big chunk of that. That's a huge chunk of that. Let's have Dio go ahead and visit here. Old man, it is cold out here. Go put on a coat or something. Are you with the Capitrium or Latium armies? No matter how many scumbag... You're not. You're the Revolutionary Army? What do you want? Well, there's nothing here. We never asked for your help. We have Mother Birth and the Birthen Sentinels. We don't need help from you barbarians. So the Azidaka is in the front. That's actually much better for me. Nice. Much better. Because his 2 breath attacks are going to inflict way less damage on me than 2 earthquakes. Not even close. How much less damage. The Azidaka does a strength down. It says power down, but I think it's strength down. Whatever. That would affect my Valkyrie less, so they would be okay dealing with it. They would continue doing their damage anyway. It occurs to me I need to... That was close. I need to change my formation. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. Get the fresh one in there. There we go. Absolutely no need to lose characters when sweeping up stray Azidaka. Okay, so it wouldn't have mattered. But still, it's not good to just leave people around to get killed. Oh, that's another level up. So they should definitely be both able to convert to Freya now. Because we want Linus to level, let's have her poke a little bit up in this direction. Just so that we can get an eye on these next 2 cities. See what's up there. We're about in range of being able to see this city also. There may not be anything up there. That's where the recruitable character appears. My duty is to care for all of those who are hurt. Golems, go hurt them so that I can care for them. Ouch. Thankfully, she's intelligent enough to heal herself. And it's good that Dragon Breath can't crit. If it could crit, that could be a serious ongoing problem. But it cannot. So at this point, she'll be able to continue directly countering all of the breath attacks. Very good. 35. Very good. She'll be able to counter all the breath attacks with her heal. We'll be able to stay ahead of that. And whatever damage is being done to the golems, I can cycle them left and right if I absolutely need to, so that they don't start taking up heals. If they do start taking up heals, that could become dangerous. Okay, Katrada is about to fatigue out. I'll have her camp here in a second, but first... Okay, so a Freya with 2 blue element dragons. The one in the back will be the problem, because it has a sleep effect on its attack. Okay, Katrada's not seeing anything. Come up here and see if we can... There's nothing here? Is she just not close enough? Seems like there's nothing here. She's definitely the one that ought to liberate that. Okay. So there's a enchanter up there. There's nothing on that city. Weird. Let's just go ahead and get up here and grab it. I'll leave maybe Asnabel behind to deal with this, and everybody else can get up there. So while they're moving up that way, we'll just have Asnabel poke this way. Unless there's some kind of ambush unit sitting out there. Nice. Unless there's some invisible ambush units sitting out there. This shouldn't be a problem. Should not be a problem. We can have Isom go ahead and advance. If they attack from behind and just have invisible units jump on my headquarters, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I'm really interested in what will be up here and what's sitting around their headquarters. Dragon Helm. Very nice. Very good. I think I only need... Man, I might only need the sword to have all of the dragoon equipment. All right, what are you going to do? Sleep? Okay. Yeah, the sleep effect of that dragon is not going to be that strong because the golems are in the corners, the cleric's in the corner. The biggest effect that it would have is neutralizing my heals at the beginning of the fight. Nothing else would amount to much. Cheryl the Dragon Master has 2 red dragons. This has kind of been a theme here, hasn't it? Seems like every town... That's another one for Linus. Seems like every single town has been... Not town. Every single Dragon Master has had like 2 blue, 2 green, and so on. There was that one unit that had 3 Dragon Masters and a Quetzalcoatl. Linus liberated. Linus... Look in this direction. Okay, so there's the enchanter and the boss. I don't see much else going on here. I feel like a lot of the design time for this scenario went into having the recruitable character appear and run over there. Enjoy your new life. Give thanks for the earth's bounty. Fear not death, but embrace rebirth. Birth teaches this. It's so positive. It seems like it's talking directly to you. The boss here, I'm assuming that's the boss. She's got a Bahamut and a white dragon. She's level 21. That's not that scary. Not that scary. I may just let Asnabel decapitate her. And an enchanter with 2 golems. Okay. So let's have Asnabel just go ahead and go in here and kill off that unit, or at least skull it. Hopefully this will be the last fight. Nope. Nope. Not with that kind of performance. Hopefully this will be the second to last fight. Nope. What? Come on, guys. Okay, they've got 4 more attacks. They can still clear this in this fight. Come on. Good dragons. Oh, I was totally off. They still won. They still won. Yeah, high defense and healing combinations like this, they're not bad. They're not bad. They just have really poor damage output. And it's hardwired into the system that whoever gets the best damage output wins the combat. So, in that way, they're no good. In fact, they are actually really good at assaulting enemy cities. So we're going to go ahead and have him come over here. We're going to have him head in this direction, because he'll be needed over there. Let's see. Oh, I should have changed my formation. Oh well. It'll turn out fine. That flare brass, the advanced fire dragon on the left, is going to get to do, I think, just one breath attack. So he's in a terrible position to try to hurt me. Yeah, by the end of this fight, 2 of them are dead. Here we go. Ouch. Wow. Yeah, Asnabel's group is just going to get stronger and stronger. The pumpkins actually don't scale at all. I guess you could say they scale linearly. They scale perfectly linearly. So they're equally devastating to everything. And if you combine that with an attack all like Annihilation, the unit as a whole scales hard. It scales so hard into the late game. Like if Linus ever gets to the point where she's dealing half damage to the enemy units with 1 Annihilation, you're guaranteed 2 kills. As long as you set your strategy correctly. Raise Velg. That's good. That's a good staff. I think I needed another good staff. So that was the blue dragon group. We can probably have her do a good job against that. And people are leaving from down here. Yeah, Magnus and that one are probably enough together. Let's go ahead and deal with this top right situation. Who shall we send? We need to send Linus. She needs to pick up experience. We absolutely cannot have her falling behind. She's too good. So here's the question. Does anything jump out of the headquarters to attack her? Okay, no. He's not running away. He's using the road to attack me. I absolutely hate that. Because he's almost certainly going to end up retreating right on top of the enemy boss or close to it. Detestable. So let's see what we can get here. Can we get a strike all combo magic? Come on, girls. Nope, not yet. They need to spend some more time winning together. They have the correct elements to form Plasma Ball in the single target version of what they do. So I think Plasma Storm is what they do when they combo. Murata, that was pathetic. Try a little harder, Murata. Overall, did pretty good. Even if we lose. And we didn't. Alright, Katrina, what can you do? There's no need to change the strategy. It won't change what anybody does. So again, the big question is going to be, does Katrina fall asleep? The golems are actually a pretty good counter to the dragon. They can't sleep. They're incapable of being put to sleep. So worst case scenario here would be something like, now that I've attacked them, they, any heals? No? Okay. The worst case scenario would be, now that I've attacked them, they try to push south to that city I'm no longer really defending. And no, they won't do that. Okay, so it was probably her fatigue that was causing her so much trouble there. Ugh. She almost got into it with the leader. That would have been really bad. Really, really bad. So after she beats this, she needs to head to the west to get that city. Oh, this is a bad spot. If I end up retreating, I may hit the boss. Not good. Oh, it's a wholly aligned dragon group too, which means these skeletons, oof, they could be in serious danger. Unfortunately, that skeleton's going to lose out on this experience. That is one of the problems with running skeletons, is they tend to miss out on their level ups. It's still awesome to see them just fully regenerate at the end of every fight, though. Yeah, that's terrible positioning for me. And with my luck for how that works, they would retreat directly onto it. Onto the boss. Still no combo. Okay, so we can finish this turn. And hopefully it won't kill one of the skeletons and cost them experience. There we go. Perfect. I like it. I'd really like to let Katreda have another go at that. And Isom's completely exhausted. So we'll let Katreda come in here and try to hit first. The last fight, she did really really That's fine. She was fatigued. I think she deserves another shot at it. Problem with Katreda doing this is she's not inflicting a lot of damage, and so she loses and gets backed off, and it takes her forever to get back to the city to fight. The enemy will heal off all the damage in the meantime. But you can see she's already performing way better. Alright, any sleep? Yep, went to sleep. I'd say their damage outstrips me. But it kind of depends on if there are blocks or not. It's kind of close. If they don't block ever, it's actually pretty close. Okay, can she get back soon enough to stop them from healing up? Ah, they're going to sit there and heal. Okay, yeah, that actually works in my favor. Alright, let's get the rest of these people up top. There's nothing else out there. This level is pretty straightforward, so there's no reason not to go ahead and stack and get ready for a Doom Train. I'd like Isom to be there for the first fight, but I don't feel like he's going to have anything really special to say, because it's just like a generic character as a boss. Oh no. Oof, that's close. That's close. Having that guy in the front might actually be more scary. So I'll have to switch there for... Oh, nice crit. Very nice crit. Oh yeah, sure, you won. Tell me more about how you won. So I'm not going to send Isom to the city until Linus is ready over here. I want that to be done first. The Revolutionary Army? What do you want? Did you come for Lady Europea? You distrust her? Why? Good. But never mind. Where's your superior? You're too stupid to understand me. Find me someone with 2 brain cells to rub together. Don't send Dio. Linus, you're such a good girl. You're my best girl, Linus. Oh my god, what can I do? Oh, please, please help Lady Europea. Lady Europea, leader of the Berthan Sentinels, is being pursued by the Latium army. Lady Europea is there to at Fort Hilveric. Please, you're our only hope. Lady Europea is the recruitable character here. When you recruit her, you lose 5 reputation points. And then if she survives at the end of the battle, you lose 5 more. But then a little bit later, like in a scenario or two, if you still have her, you gain 20. So you come out quite well. Quite well. It's a net of like 5 or so city liberations. Easy. Yeah, it's good for them to keep getting wins. Hopefully they'll be able to start doing their combo AoE spells pretty soon. Alright, Katrina. Now's your chance. I guess that's a Cold Barrens that she's on. Everything is so colorless here. And it's, you know, 1990s graphics or whatever. So it's hard to tell a forest from a swamp, from a desert, if there's no color to it. Yes. Yeah, I moved Katrina. That Golem is doing a great job of blocking those abilities. Better than Katrina would. These breath abilities are not spell abilities exactly. They kind of do spell damage, but they use a different stat to determine their damage. So actually, I think they're pretty decent against someone that's a caster, like Katrina. I don't think they can use their mentality to block it. I might be wrong. That crit is key. So I've got 4 attacks left. If they can average 22, they'll be able to finish this time. Yep, with that crit, they will be able to finish, as long as it doesn't get blocked. Well, there we go. Nice level up, too. 42 experience. Alright, now we can have Isom come in here. Oh, I don't even have to touch it. And there she is. Oh, she's going to be a recurring character. Should I voice her? I suck at ladies' voices. I'm going to give her the same voice as Leia, sorry. You are from the Revolutionary Army, I presume. My name is Europea. Until recently, I was captain of the Burthen Sentinels. Is it true that a Sentinel was possessed by a devil? Was Archbishop O'Diran really involved? Why? Why did he do that? Europea the Astral Knight. The Sentinel who was possessed by the devil, she was under my command. That surge of magical energy was surely not of this world. But I still cannot believe it. She would never have done such a thing. It must have been a mistake. Mistake? Surge of magical energy? Just like that time. Same as Godezlis. Do you know if she ate a fruit of some sort? I'm sorry, I can't recall every single thing she ate, dummy. But I do remember that she was invited to a banquet hosted by Sir Karakov. General Karakov. And just as a reminder, General Karakov used to be a big-time general in the Central Division. Archbishop O'Diran is a man of strong faith. He would never make a deal with the devil. Please, let me go back to the Eastern Orthodox Church. I want to find out what really happened. I must know the truth. Yeah, her friend got killed. What would you do if the truth turns out to be what you fear the most? I will do my duty as a warrior maiden of birth. I see your determination, but it is dangerous. We should liberate this area first. And by liberate, I mean we control it. Besides, your pursuers may be able to provide us with some information. Thank you so much for trusting me. I will help you as much as I can. I will see you at Marileif Castle. Isom's like, sure. Also, you single? Oh, interesting. Vows of chastity? No? Okay. 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 Please be careful. Suddenly his mind is back on the battle. All right, Isom, just march, buddy. There's a chance that Europea is going to either camp or pause at the next city on the way. I'm not intending to wait on her. Yeah, Linus is almost completely depleted. Well, I don't need to use her in the fight anyway. Tell you what, let's just go for it. I'm going to send my dragons in first. I don't know how much good that will do. They've got 5 recovery items, so this may actually take more than 1 Doom Train to finish off. Yeah, this is less of a Doom Train and more of a Doom Stack. I guess we'll just see how it goes down. Okay, who's first? It's going to be Shirley. Interesting. White Dragon versus White Dragons. Chunky B. My Chunky D is in there with his big booty. Why do you interfere? What's your intention? Our only order was to eliminate the fallen lamb. Why then do you interfere? You too? Do you intend to overthrow the Eastern Orthodox Church with the power of the devil? Yes, so it is true, just as Sir Karakov said. Let me get a word in here. Shirley, you've got it all wrong. The Central Division is plotting to overthrow the church. Come on, you have to trust us. I know that's a guy's voice. You expect me to trust you? Infidels! In the name of our mother birth, I'll destroy you. I mean, listen first. Now, I think she has some kind of special sword. Not 100% on that. Not bad. It's about 1/4 of her health. I don't think I might and I might not be able to combo on her. 23. Yeah, that's weak. She's in a corner. Hopefully this won't do a lot of damage. It did okay against the cleric. So I think we can pause. This might prevent them from being able to use a healing item between fights. And it might not. Yeah, we'll just have to see. I think I'm actually low enough that surely it's going to have to back. I don't really like the prospect of going into a fight with like 60 hit points on my dragon. So we'll have her back. Who's next? Yeah, she did get a heal in there. Vincent's also on the wrong side to target the leader, so that's too bad. We'll just attack weakest. Hopefully that will be enough to either, to either kill off one of their units or consume one of the items. Because if they're going to be able to pop an item between every fight, nice. Then there is a little bit of a game of attrition going on here. That should consume an item. Assuming they get the time to do it. Vincent's group actually came out of that way better than Shirley's did. That's kind of interesting. Next up, Dio. And they did get their heal. What is that, 3? Is that 2 or 3 heal items? Oh, this is going to be the end. I think they can do 140 over the course of a fight. Yeah, Dio's one of my more leveled units. I think maybe the archer can finish this, but either Dio or the swordmaster definitely can. And there's at least 3 more strikes coming from them. You lose. All right, let me hear what you got to say before you die. Nothing? Oh, there's no There's no after I beat her cutscene. Okay. Sword of Dragon Gem. Interesting. I don't remember that one. Why did you let her keep her sword? Why? Why has my God forsaken me? God watches over everything. She does not exist for the benefit of any one person. Keep your ramblings to yourself. No matter what kind of power you hold, you won't stand a chance against the ultimate power. If you expect to move on, you'd better prepare for the worst. Last words, dead. Every time. So we did get that cutscene after all. She dies and falls straight on the floor in front of them, and Isom's like, she didn't seem to know anything. I don't think we can go any further by ourselves. Isom, though it may not be much, we will do the best we can to help you. Would you allow us to join the Revolutionary Army? Yeah, sure. In fact, you can join me, for dinner tonight. How about that? Certainly. In fact, our intelligence on the Eastern Orthodox Church is seriously lacking. It would help us greatly if you could tell us anything about the church. Thank you. I will tell you everything I know. So that bottom route to the weird area out in the mountains disappears. There is a special character you can recruit if you go down that way, but that's generally the low alignment path that you go down that way. So we got a new unit, and tell you what, let's take a look at what's in Europea's squad. Whoa, she's loaded for bear. 2 paladins and 2 Freya. So she's ready to go. She's ready to go. We may have to split some of our units up again. By this point in the game, you get so many units that are good. You kind of have to figure out who you're going to use and who you aren't. You can see I've got a wizard sitting over there on the sidelines. Well, anyway, that's that scenario. We're back to Ogre Battle after forever. So hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.